Alright, we are live here at Martinsville. We did skip over the qualifying, but we are straight to today's race. It's going to be 80 laps here at Martinsville, 10 laps of pacing. And we're going to get the stream up onto the server. I really need to make a channel for these live streams. So, there we go. Alright, that being said, drivers, start your engines. Once you're ready, please get into your car and turn on your motor. Thank you. Everyone is ready here. Again, the pace speed is going to be 60 miles an hour on the straightaways. You guys have to figure that out through the corners. Go when the car interview goes, yellow flag. We're going to get to the back to the front. So, car in the back, the NOS Energy 20 machine, that is Steve Waters. And he'll be starting us off in the 7th place spot to the outside of row 3 as they make their way out. Proto, you need to be up there in row 2. Outside of row 3 is going to be the 95 car driven by Nico Outs. Speedettes R1 going to be in 5th place on the inside of row 3. Now to row 2, the outside, Asphalt Racer Braden. Will be driving the 22 Craftsman Devil, as you like to nickname it. So that is row 2 to the outside. Inside of that, under a new paint scheme, a little hard to tell, in the 45 cards, A24BB Best Vibes. Now to the front row, to the outside, we have the 12, the Flaming 12, driven by 1TM Proto for tonight. And to the inside, having a 3-race win spree, it's Jackson Cook. He's won 3 races in the ROX Mods in a row, and so far starting pole position today. Could that be a trend? We'll have to figure that out. We're going to change all laps. -9, I believe. So, I think I messed that one up, sorry. So, we're going to focus on our pacing here, folks. Doing pretty good for the most part. A little bit iffy there in the second row, but otherwise not too bad. Again, no passing once we go green until you cross the start-finish line, unless there's someone that's particularly slow in that row. Does not mean you could pass an entire row. Jake, if you can speed up a little bit here, just make sure there's a little bit of space between you and the cars in the front row. It's mostly the outside row that's actually catching up to you more than Jackson, which indicates that Pro's going a little bit quick. He was okay, though. You were okay. You were okay. It's 60. It's 60 on the streets. Yeah. Let's move that outside row up, please. A little bit of lag here. Do seem to be getting better as the season progresses. So, lots of choices today. I know that Jackson Cook's been on a 3-race win spree. However, 1TM Proto, A24BB, we both starting to lock it in. Asphalt Racer Braden's also been showing some good performance. So things could be certainly changing around. Speedettes R1 starting to become a bit of an underdog of the ROX Mod. Surprisingly, has been doing really well for most of the season. Scored a podium after surviving Daytona. Managed to also get a couple of lead laps in at the Arcadia feature. Last weekend was a little bit of a downer for him, but there is a lot more coming up this year, and I think with this being another half-mile, one that he's very familiar with, this could be a good opportunity for Speedy to get a solid race finish today. Nico Outs, of course, a absolute legend in SLC racing, could have a solid shot once he figures things out. I think he's going to have to start from a baseline. And Steve Waters filling in the field today, but could potentially make things turn around. He does say that he might have to go early, so that could be a factor for a potential early retirement in today's race. If we get Asphalt Racer Braden to please move up, Proto's fine. There's a little bit of rubber banding, so I do understand. A24BB, if you could give like maybe like a half car length back from where you usually go. And if the outside row could go a little bit quicker here. Specifically looking at you, Braden, and also Proto. Does look like there is some rubber banding going on, so I'm not going to give you guys too much of a hard time. Speedettes R1, please back off from A24BB. just a tiny bit, you're good now. I've been doing pretty okay on pacing. We look like we're all right now. Again, our pace car driver for today is T7 Jake, driving his Fox body, now currently situated in road car form. And it looks pretty nice in that hot rod. 2 laps to go until we go green. You go that fast in the corners, yeah, if you need to. You just gotta go back to 60 on the straights. Let me clear out Jake's ROX mod since he's pacing for today, as well as the other car. Hopefully clear out some of that lag. Alright, that's that. Alright, 1 lap to go. Let's lock in, drivers. Jake, if you can pull it in off of 3. Again, try to be side by side. Outside row, move up. Outside row up, move up. Outside row, move up. Okay, good. Speed hits are 1, speeding it out. Get it back going. Try to get back going as fast as you can. If you can, we'll go green. If not, and we're going to go 1 more. Don't do that again. If you do that again, you're going to be put to the rear. So we'll be running a 79-lap race today. Alright, outside row up once again. 94BB, if you could back it off a little bit from Jackson, you were driving through him. Okay. Once you're in proto, move up. Okay, slow down. Once you're out the turn. And green flag. Braden. Okay, Braden, okay. A little bit sus there, but proto with a bad start, we'll let it slide. Proto gets a little bit loose. Does he save it? Yes, he does. No, he does not. Yellow flag, race back happening now. And side by side goes to Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 824BB, speed hits are 1, Nico Louds. Steve Waters, your spinner today is 1-2, excuse me, 1-2 on Proto. So again, Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden. Please give each other room to spread out. 824BB in 3rd, 4th, speed hits are 1, 5th, Nico Louds, and 6th is Steve Waters. Proto, please get it back going. We want to go single file here. Again, guys, because we are doing a choose lane, you should probably give each other at least a couple car lengths of space from the car ahead of you. It does not hurt to be spread out. And once you get Proto, definitely having a lot of problems. If you've managed to fall a lap down again, I'm just going to park you. So get back to the rear of the field. We'll give you your laps back. But you shouldn't be driving like this. You're currently pulling up the field a little. Again, 84BB, everyone there in the midfield, it does not hurt to be spread out because you're going to have to choose inside or outside. Please don't drive through the car ahead of you. Give each other space so each driver can have a fair choice here. Again, if I see someone jumping through to get to the position, I'm going to put you to the rear. So please, we are good to go for choose lane. So at this point, inside or outside. Inside or outside. Do not drive through the tire. Do not drive through the rectangle. Inside or outside. 824BB, you were okay. You were just backed off there. Once you've done that, fill up to the front of your row. So looking at you, Nico. And next lap will be going green. Nico Odds, please move up a little bit. 84BB, back it off. Jackson Cook, move it up a little. 84BB, you tend to go a little bit too hard into it. And you could potentially jump a start really easily by doing that. So, I'm kind of watching you. Jake, pull it in. Nico Odds, you're okay-ish. Proto, back it off a little. Same as Speedy. Nico, move up. Nico, move up. Nico, move up. Nico, move up. Watch the lights. Green flag, allowed to pass Nico. Speedy, watch it. You're good. So bad start there by Nico, but we will let that slide. Steve Waters, it's okay. Change 1TM L7. He's on the lead lap, side by side now for the lead as we make our way through the front straightaway. Asphalt Racer Braden and Jackson Cook. And it looks like some other side-by-side action. Jackson's going to go wide, taps the wall. Braden to the lead. Once he and Proto, meanwhile, has made their way back up into the 4th place spot. Battling for 3rd. Speedy gets loose. Saves it. And side-by-side there between Nicola and Speedy at R1. At the front of the field, there's Jackson Cook attacking the bumper. He's going to take a move down the inside. Onto Jackson Cook we go. And Jackson is going to make his way back to the front of the field. We got a 3-car battle going up there for the podium. Now between Braden... Oh, Nico getting way down, out of shape. It's 824BB. That's what Racer Braden, 1 Team Proto. The 3 of them all going for it. For the second to the front position, again, the status quo has returned. Jackson Cook at the lead of the field. 824BB. Speedy at R1 getting very loose. Does he save it? Yes, he does. So again, another save. Both him and Nico is getting bent out of shape, as well as Nico. You saw him out of 4 there. Gets onto the curb. That's going to mess him up a tiny bit, but he's still in action. Side by side here between Limp T and Proto Asphalt Racer Braden. Braden's going to get a little bit of a better exit, as Proto's going to have to deal with that looseness. Meanwhile, Braden closing in a little bit on 824BB in the new 45. He's got a new car tonight, and seemingly still pretty strong with it. Braden side by side for the for the second place spot. Excuse me. Making a bit of a good battle up here. Speedettes are 1, and Nico, meanwhile, battling out for, I believe that's 5th place. But we'll focus on the one there going on in the front. It looks like Braden's going to get a better exit than 824BB for the time being. And Braden's going to slap the wall hard. Proto gets loose. He spun around a second time. That is a 2nd out of 3 strikes. Yellow flag coming out. Jackson Cook will get the race back. 2nd place to Braden. 3rd place to 824BB. Nikolauds gets ahead of Speedy this time. Unfortunately for Proto, he's on 1 last strike. You did kind of save it, but you also did go fully around. And I'll try to be lenient if you do that again. So that order was Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 824BB. He's around, but just get back up to the field. So Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 824BB, Nicola, Speedy gets R1, Steve Waters, and then 1 Team Proto. So if you guys could go single file again, does not hurt to be spread out, because you are going to have to make a choice. Once again, inside or outside. Please don't tire warm. Some of you guys clearly can't. So we are in position to do it though. So again, make your choice at the orange square with the chevron, inside or outside. Inside or outside, inside or outside. And then fill it in. And Nico's going to move up to the 2nd row. So he definitely makes the best choice out of it. I think he did qualify, or sorry, he did sorry, not qualify. He got the race back and forth. Proto's going to be a little bit spared. He'll be in 3rd row. So not a bad choice there by the Flaming 12. And we are good to go green this next lap here. So Jake, if you could pull it in. Everyone is starting to figure things out. Again, we'll be watching very carefully for jumps this time around, especially on the front row. Watch the lights. Green flag. We're going to call it early. Does look like a clean start, no jumps to call. Braden does get a slightly better jump than Jackson, but only by a hair. And he'll probably collect that one back pretty easily. 3 wide for the 4th place spot. Speedettes are 1 going to get it loose down the inside as they make their way down the front straightaway. He goes around. So does Steve. 1 lap race back. Here we go. Braden's going to get loose. That allows Jackson a bit of breathing room. He will come back to claim the lead out of 4. Now the race back is in. Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 824BB Nikolauds. And then behind that, actually we're gonna review it real quickly. I didn't really see 824BB's car very well, so let's figure out what happened there. So looking at that race back, it is Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 824BB. close there between Winty and Proto, but Nikolauts is going to get it. So Jackson, Cook, Asphalt Racer, Braden, 3rd place, C24BB, 4th place, Nikolauts, 5th place, Winty and Proto. Behind that, let's see who spun out first. Speedy Hitzer won, so blame will go to Speedy. So behind, oh my god, Proto. So once Proto moves up back to the spot, we'll be good. So next lap, we'll be doing the choose lane. We would have done it here a bit earlier, but unfortunately you're just kind of a little out of place. So again, doesn't hurt to be spread out drivers. Give each other plenty of space and make their choice. If we are clogged up like this, we're going to call off the choose lane. So please get back into position. Looking at you, Proto. Can the guys in the back, Speedy Hitzer 1, Steve Waters, give space? Please don't jump the gun. Just merge left or right. Once you and Proto back off from Nico, again, if I'm seeing you guys passing people to get to your spot, you'll be called on it. Inside or outside, inside or outside, inside or outside, inside or outside. Do not jump for it. Okay, we're good. Then fill it in. Alright. So we'll be going green in the next lap. We do need Braden to move up. We were almost good. I want to see if we could potentially try to get that going by the end of the night. Jackson, Cook, move it up. Same with Nico. 84BB, if you could, like... Yeah, there. That's good. Yeah, just like a tiny, tiny gap. Alright, watch the... excuse me. Watch the lights. Sorry, I got a slightly sore throat for some reason. Watch the lights. Green flag, but that's going to be under review for Braden. So, Braden, that starts under review for jump. Steve Waters is spun out. Yellow flag, race back happening right now. So, if that is determined to be a jump, Braden, you'll be put to the rear. But so far, orders Braden, Jackson, Speedy. Let's get that order, and then we'll see who... Let's see if that's a jump or not, or if it's just a bad start by Jackson. Alright. Race back order. It's Braden, Jackson, surprisingly 824BB, Speedy, Nikolauts, once again Proto, and then your spinner is Steve Waters. So that's his first spin of the night. Let's see if this is a jump or a bad start. That was just a bad start, honestly, but it did look kind of sus. But I'll just let that be a bad start, so we're going to maintain our positions. Don't worry. Remember, there's a thing called vision lag. So what you might see in your on your POV is not always what's really there. So not this lap, but next lap we'll be doing the choose lane. Make sure you guys give each other some space here. So Braden to the lead, Jackson Cook second place, so Braden please go up a little bit. It's going to be 824BB in third, Proto, or Speedy, Proto, Nikons. Is that right? I guess it is. So, again, inside or outside this time. Please don't tire warm, there's no need to. Inside or outside, inside or outside, inside or outside. Alright, 824BB gets to start ahead of Speedy there. The outside row can move up. Alright. We'll be doing the green flag the next lap. Hopefully we can stay green here. It's been a little bit of a trouble to get things going. So far I think the best we had was about 8 laps of green flag. We are closing in a little bit on the halfway point. I don't think it's going to be the storm that it was yesterday, fortunately. So, pace car, if you could please pull it in. Watch the lights. Nikolauts, you're good? Braden, move it up. Braden, move it up. Braden, move it up. Oh my fucking god. One more to yellow. Braden, if you do that again, you're gonna be put to the rear. Don't test me, please. Move up, move up, move up. Braden, move up. You gotta go faster in the corners. You go slower in the straights, faster in the corners than the inside lane. You gotta cover more distance. So make sure like you're like, okay, Braden, move up. Braden, move up. Braden, move up. Braden, move up. Okay. Green flag. Braden, that was a jump. Give up that time. I know what you're doing. You can't do that again. Give up one spot to Jackson Cook, and you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Speed is around.
So is that was Nico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Race back happening, going to Jackson Cook, one team Proto, Braden. Big lag spike, rest is on board, unless Nico can say unless we can say otherwise. So. Okay. So let that be a lesson not to sandbag. I'm looking at you, Braden. That worked before, it's not working again. I know. Alright. Order looks good. Just trying to give each other space so we could do the choose lane. Hopefully we could get it going as soon as possible. If we could do it good enough, we'll go green immediately. So, inside or outside, you guys are in position. Just make sure to give each other space. Looking at you, Speedy. Okay. Fill in the spots. Steve, move up. If we can go green. No, not this one. Not this time. Alright. Next lap, we'll try to go green. If the inside row can move up a little. So that was Nico's first spin of the night. One driver that has one more shot. I think it's once again Proto. Speedy, I think, has one spin. Jackson Cook, move up. Jackson Cook, move up. Jackson Cook, move up. Jackson Cook, move up. Okay. Keep on going. Proto, move up. Jackson Cook, move up. Jackson Cook, move up. We're going to call that one off. We're going to call that one off. I really did not like how that one was. Was it, how was the inside going? 84BB, how fast are you going? 84BB, how fast are you going there? Okay. Braden, that is a warning. You do that again, you're getting put to the rear. You are on the inside, you're supposed to do 60 the whole time, okay? Let's try this one more time.
There's a car around.
There's a car around. Okay, let's keep it going. Pro to move it up. Jackson, you gotta go faster in the corners, but only 60 on the straights. Okay. Green flag, allowed to pass Steve Waters, but Steve Waters allowed to pass Nico. We're good. Clean start. Alright. Fair start there for the lead. Side by side. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, and that's his night. Yellow flag. That's a shame. Race back happening, and Jackson Cook, I think by a hair. Braden, 824BB, Speed Hits are 1, Nico, and Steve Waters. I feel so sorry for you, Proto. Do you want to be flown? He's done. He's out. So that's his night. So the most spinningest driver tonight, unfortunately, once again, Proto. We appreciate you turning up for tonight, but unfortunately, just could not hold the consistency to continue. So, thank you for turning out today. If you want to stick around for an interview, please do so. If you come back, I'll fly you. So, sorry it had to happen, but you're just not in your element today. So, order is good. If we can maintain the... Actually, let me check that. Let me check the race back. So Jackson Cook, Braden, 84BB, Speedy, Nico, Steve. Okay. Never mind, we were good. Shit, we could have called it there, but... Alright. So prepare yourselves. It's next lap. We'll be doing the choose lane. Again, please give each other space. I'm looking at you, Nico. Steve. Let's give each other some space so we can make some good decision making. If we could get this going, then we will start on the same lap. So, again, inside or outside, this is where your decisions come into play. Jackson Cook goes to the outside. Braden's going to go down inside. 824BB outside. Speedy on the inside. Nico to the outside. So is Steve Waters. Let's see how we look pacing-wise. We look good to go. Alright, Jake, hold in. Holy shit, guys. We're actually doing this. Okay. Speedy, you can move up a little bit. Watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start. Allowed to pass Speedy, but he's good. Overall, everything worked out. Side by side for the lead, but we've got 3 cars also for the podium. Speedy getting a little bit loose, but he will recover it. 4 cars going up to the front. Nicolod's looking around the outside for the podium position himself, and 824BB running it side by side. Jackson Cook leading us off. Oh my god, why did I set it like that? We're not. Sorry, I think I messed that up. It's okay. It's okay. Still Jackson Cook, 824BB. Nicolod side by side for the second place spot currently. Braden's made a few small mistakes there. Sorry for saying that the thing to the timer. I was trying to move the board. As Nicolod's with a good shot of a podium, but he's going to go a little bit loose off of 4. Does manage to recover, doesn't spin, but he's going to have another shot here. Looking at the inside of Asphalt Racer, Braden out of the corner exit. Again, as I said, Nico came without practice, but as the race progresses, he's definitely learned a lot about how to drive the car. He's got it just about figured out. 3 laps to go here. That's 30-30. Braden gets a little bit loose. Here's Nico round the outside. And he will slightly, for the moment, clear Braden, but only by a hair. Now at the tail end of 824BB, he'll run it wide. Here is Braden sliding it through. He's going to get it all the way bent out of shape. He goes around the yellow flag coming out. So does Steve Waters, but he will keep it going. Our race back currently happening. It is going to be Jackson Cook, 824BB, Nico out. Speed gets our 1. My phone is almost dead. Braden, Steve Waters. Alright. Well, we got about, I think, about 10 laps in there. And I think with some of these drivers a little bit antsy is, I think that might have been the first or second spin for Braden. If he does continue on after the next spin, I'll just check if he can continue. So I'm not gonna be 100% sure. I think that's only his first, but I'll check after the race if you spin out again, and if you did get a spin earlier that caused a caution, then I mean I'll just give you a DNF point. Just keep going. You're fine. You're fine. Steve Waters, if you could pass Asphalt Racer Braden. Alright. Next lap we will be deciding that. Again, if we get it going right away, then we'll start the restart. So just prepare yourselves, okay? This time by is going to be the choose lane. You're going to be choosing inside or outside here, folks. Do not touch the orange square that's in the middle of the road. So again, inside or outside. And Braden gets to start in row 3 on the outside. And we are good to go, that's for sure. So, Jake, pull it in. Thank you guys for locking in. Watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start, the best start we've seen all day. Alright. Action around the field. Speedettes are 1 with a lunge for the second place spot. Not going to quite get it done. Here's Braden with a run down the back straightaway for the 4th place spot. Meanwhile, Nicolot side by side for the 2nd place spot. Speedettes are 1 getting loose. Does he? No, he does not. Alright, well, we're going to go one more. Oh, we got 2 spinners here. They are saved, though. They are so lucky. Here's Jackson Cook. Coming across the line, first place, second place, Braden, Steve Waters, a podium spot steal. Unexpected moment. Both 824BB Nikolai says synchronized spin. Speedy. We'll get back going. I think so. A lot of luck there out of Nico and Best 5. Their only penalty is that unfortunately they'll be having to start a little bit further back here. But if they do choose their lanes correctly in the best way, they might be able to move up. So we'll have to see. This time by, we'll be seeing 20 laps ago. And we are good enough to do the choose lane. So drivers definitely starting to figure things out. Usually how things work. So this time by, guys, we are set to go inside or outside. And Jackson Cook goes outside, Braden to the inside, Steve Waters moving to the outside. To the inside goes 824BB, Nikolai to the outside, and Speedy to the inside. Let's see. Let's try it this time. Alright, Nico, pull it in. Or Jake. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Steve, if you can move up. Steve, if you can move up. And green flag allowed to pass Steve. Only Steve. Okay. Good start. Nikolai and Best 5 currently making their way through the field. And they get back to the status quo. Meanwhile, Braden attacking the rear bumper. Jackson Cook, the number 38 car. As they run it side by side for the lead. Braden's been itching for one for a very long time. His last win was the first race of the season at Arcadia, the midget feature. There was a lot of tough, a lot of hard feelings in the next race, but I think everything's good to go for today. As C24BB gaining a little bit loose, Nikolai has a little bit struggling here. Steve Waters and Speedets are one, both racing him out. Meanwhile, Jackson Cook leading us off. Oh, Nikolai, does he spin out again? Yes, he does. Race back right now. It is Jackson Cook, Asphalt Racer Braden, 24BB. Steve Waters, Speedets are 1, and Nico, I think that's spin 2. So, watch yourself. No, I think you have one more. If you do end up actually having had 3, I'll just put you to a DNF point post-race. It's fine. So. Alright. This lap, we'll be doing the choose lane. It's only if you spin out and cause a caution. If you're talking about the other one, that was under green, or that was after the caution was called. So, inside or outside? Inside or outside? Alright, make up your choice. And then fill it in. Alright, can the outside lane move it up? We'll be going one more. Figure things out. If the inside lane can move it up a little bit. Inside lane move up. Looking at you, Braden. Look at you, Steve. Braden, please move up. Let's get as many green flag laps as we can. We should be good to go. Thank you, Jake. Watch the lights. Green flag. That's a bad start by Jackson, slightly, but not that bad. He's running side by side for the lead. Running for what it is. Next time by, we'll be seeing 10 laps to go. If there's any late race caution, of course, we do 2-lap overtime. We'll be very strict about that one. So, let's see. Braden takes the lead. Meanwhile, Jackson Cook right behind him. Again, both these guys itching for the front of the field. A very competitive race between these two. Meanwhile, Nico Alex taking back their place spot, but there is a 3-car battle, including Speedy, for the podium. It's a very tough race here at the front of the field. Jackson Cook and the 22 car both racing hard. Speedy is around, yellow flag. Continue on. One more. Jackson will get the race back. Braden second, Nico third, U24BB fourth, and Steve Waters fifth. Now a reminder that even if that is the case, just remember that this is only for choose lane. So you'll still be most likely starting for the front row, Braden. Alright. So next lap we'll be doing choose lane. We probably could have done it, but I feel like just give you guys a moment to cool off. So, hopefully we could get a couple laps left here. I think that was Speedy's third spin or second spin. So, depends. Okay, Speedy. Sorry. Okay. So this next lap we'll be doing the choose lane. Sorry, just had to get Speedy settled there. I'll fly you though. If you want, you can stick around and get an interview. It's Braden move up, Braden move up a little bit. Okay. Again, choose lane is on. A little bit of a tough night there for Speedy 1. Had a good shot there at the podium. Just unfortunately could not get his car figured out. So we are down to 5. So again, inside or outside, folks. Make up your choice. This is most likely going to be the last start unless there's a spinner. Alright, if we're good enough, we're going to be good to go. So I think we are. So Jake, if you could pull it in. We're going to have a 3-lap shootout. I think 3 laps is going to be good to settle things. Let's see. Out of 3 and 4, watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start on all parties, side by side for the lead. Braden will take it out of the corner exit, but Jackson Cook carrying more speed. He will take it to the front. They run it side by side, down the back straight into 3 and 4. Jackson around the outside, Braden down the inside. He will collect it back, but Jackson carrying more speed. 2 laps to go. All cars are still going. We got our 5 cars going here. Jackson takes the lead, but Braden just behind him. Can he catch back up by the end of the race? This time by 1 lap to go. Everyone makes it through. Jackson makes it through. The white flag's in the air. This is how your race ends, folks. Jackson Cook has a very antsy Braden behind him. However, it is his race to lose. He's going to make his way through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, podium battle going on. Jackson Cook wins today at Martinsville for 4 races in a row. Can you imagine it, folks? Absolute domination. Also takes home quick time. Alright, very good. Pull it into the pit lane. Jackson Cook, you are clear to the start finish to do some celebratory donuts. So, looks like we got some donuts served there by the 38 car of Jackson Cook. Mows it down for the 4th race in a row. Again, guys, if you do want to be interviewed, stick around. We will get everyone. We'll get everyone that sticks around today. I know that was a bit of a frustrating race, but you know, that's just how racing can go. Meanwhile, a very tough race won by your 38 car today. Should also mention this is the last ROX Mod short track race for a little while. Unless you consider Richmond to be a short track. Some of you will. I think Nico does, but 3/4 of a mile. Next one we do will be Franklin County Speedway over in May. So, I think it's either the end of April or May. So, a little while there, folks. One more race next week, and we do some road courses. Bonk. And Jackson Cook gonna burn it down a little bit there on the front stretch. Smoke everywhere. As here's your pace car driver T7 Jake putting a flag on top of his car. Again, once you feel ready to do so, the victory lane will be there between turns 1 and 2. We got, let's see how many people we have here. We have 3 people to interview. We have Jackson Cook. We have Speed Etter 1, Turbo the Protogem. We could also talk to Jake. I'm also currently in my racing suit from today's Formula OOF race. Let me change out of that. But, you know, Jackson Cook here currently making history in the ROX Mod class. Let's get a word from him. Alright. Here we go, Jackson Cook. Do you have a copy?
Yeah.
Alright, let me get our thumbnail. Or not thumbnail, let me get the image real quickly for us. I want to say congratulations, 4 in a row. You've been winning them since the start of the season. Basically an entire month's worth of winning races. Not an easy thing to do, I'd have to say, Jackson, especially today's race. A lot of up and down for you. Did manage to stay out of any trouble. One of the biggest threats today was definitely Breen. However, you did manage to outlast him by the end with that fantastic battle for the lead to sweep home 4 in a row. So what do you have to say took it home today?
Okay, 1, he's not a threat. He's just a fucking jumper. He would not be up front if it wasn't for him jumping every time. I don't know why people consider that a bad restart by me. I hear him going before the green even comes out. And then he calls me a tryhard when I'm sick of people spinning. This is not something that we should be having. Like 50%, more than like 70% of freaking races are being ran under yellow now. It's ridiculous. We should not be having this. And then he's calling me a tryhard just because I'm good at what I do. And then he tells me to go touch grass. I literally race in real life. I touch grass all the time. So I don't know what the fuck he's whining about. I'm sick of it. I'm annoyed with all the spins because I just want to have a clean race with good battles. It's not because I just want to stay out front all the time. I do expect some spins, but we can't be like running so much of this race under yellow. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm pretty sure Jake said this like a couple of days ago or something, just to freaking decrease the freaking spin thing to like 2 warnings, because honestly this is just getting out of hand. It's not too strict. If you can't have people that handle these cars, then don't race. I'm not in the mood today. I have the flu and I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated with all the things that are going on right now.
Oh yeah, I would like to also mention the fact that you got that win with the flu. I mean, that's a pretty impressive thing. I know it tends to suck quite a bit when you just feel that out of place. So honestly, just shows how good and how much you've learned over the year.
Whatever. They can call me tryhard all they want.
All right.
Teach the dude how to jump starts next time, because Jesus Christ. Like, just start handing out penalties for that shit if he keeps it up. He keeps on doing it because nobody gives a shit.
All right. Fair enough. Of course, I don't know what your schedule coming on for the rest of the weekend is, or if you want to do anything else this weekend. So far, thank you for turning up today. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to Steve Waters?
GG's to everybody else.
All
Whatever.
Right. All right, thank you there, Jackson Cook. Again, 4 in a row. Let's see if we could go for 5 at Richmond. Of course, that will be the last oval race until we take a break. Then we do 2 road course races and come back to Franklin County for more short track action. That being said, let's talk to... I was almost going to say Silver Woman because that's another Protogen avatar. Steve Waters here, finishing in the top 5 today. A bit of a survival race, judging by the performance of your teammate and 1TM Proto. However, Still taking home a decent decent P5. Good points today. What happened today for you today?
Well, I managed to finish strong. It wasn't very much that he did, but decent top five, not pretty bad. Congratulations to Jackson Cook on his win. I am very happy for him. Still, whole Sigma, and also he also might I mention he ran an ARCA car at Berlin and on Roblox too. So he's the Sigma. Congratulations to Jackson Cook for the win at Martinsville. And yeah.
All right, well, fair enough. Hopefully we'll see you turn up for future races. Was there a special race you wanted to run here, or a special Fox body?
Fox body. Well, that's definitely what I wanted to consider running the Darrell Waltrip throwback.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I have other plans for it.
I'll set that up for you.
Also,
Mhm.
It's just a race choice scheme that I'm gonna just stick with at this point, because yeah.
All right, fair enough. Hopefully we'll see you turn up tomorrow. Looks like you are surviving the races, which is a very good sign. I don't doubt that within your ability at all. Very consistent driver here. So, good job on making it to today's race, P5. And we'll see where the future takes us. There's, of course, one more driver that did not finish today. Your teammate in NH Motorsports, Speedy R1. Had some good shots at the podium. Unfortunately, the problem today was consistency, I believe. However, it does show that you are starting to improve as a driver. It's just that today was a bit of a tough race for you. If you could bring me through what happened today, Speedy. Let me unmute you. Here we go.
Hello. Oh. Wait, what should we say?
Oh, hey. Bit of a... had some very strong performance throughout the day. Just unfortunately, just couldn't get the consistency aspect of it quite done right. A good shot at the podium towards your spin, though, I will say. So clearly, you did have some good pace. Your lap time show it. But I want to ask what happened today for you, Speedy XR1.
I don't know. I mean, there was a bit of vision lag, I guess. I don't know. Cars are not used to the curb. I mean, I rode it a couple times, but I'm not trying to ride the curb, I guess. I don't know, just a bit of a little small spikes. It felt like the car had a bit more turning than usual. It didn't feel tight. It felt more to loose, but oh no, it was really hoping for a top 5. I was really hoping for challenging to win, but the setup is not my thing right now, but just glad to make it through the race.
Well, next week we make it up to a track up in the northern part of the state, up there in Richmond. A bit of a turnaround for things. Anything you look forward to coming into that race?
Yeah, just hope. Yeah, hope the setup is a lot better and not a lot loose. And my teammate's getting a bit cocky.
Huh? Who's his teammate?
Steve.
Oh,
Little
that ain't good.
Yeah, but all in all,
NH
great
Motorsport
showing.
drama. That's okay.
Great showing for the race today. Both me and Steve had a wonderful race, so gotta wake up in the morning, fortunately.
Damn, that's Steve.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I want to say, Speedy, thank you for turning out today. I know today didn't go quite to plan. I appreciate your patience. Glad that you came around. I know that was a bit of a frustrating race for you, but it does happen. You do get those frustrating races. We hope to see you, however, next week at Richmond. It's going to be a bit of a shorter race, I believe, but it should make things pretty interesting.
Mhm.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say, Speedy?
Yeah, just wish I had a bit of a better race.
All right.
So the curbs eat.
Mhm.
The curbs eat like hell.
They sure do.
Just wait till we get to the road courses. My dominance will stop probably.
That probably is true though.
Don't jump right there.
I'm scared of the
That's-
I'm scared of the drivers that are just holding out until we race road courses because I know there's a couple.
Hey, I'm right here.
So
Yeah, he's
the good news about that though is that you're that's like a 2-week break. Actually, there's then we go to Franklin County. Then we do another road course, which is what he won at. So
Jackson's gonna get smoked at the road courses.
then we
I'm
do
gonna
like
rename it.
a bunch of oval races again for a while until we go back to doing a bunch of road courses.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I fear for how the things are going to be mixed up once we go to June. Once it's June.
I'm so out of shape right now.
Yeah. So, let's see if we could get a word from our pace car driver today and co-host T7 Jake. Most curious about what you think about today's race and what can be learned from it, and what you think about
I
it.
mean, obviously, we gotta do something about the spin count.
Yep.
Because all of the races this weekend were bad. The only one I can see going well is the Fox bodies, because you're already sliding around in those. But I picked the wrong car. Fox body is heavy, and it doesn't accelerate that well. But it was fun. I like pacing, mainly because I'm the one pacing.
You get to be the front of the field. And
I'm in the
actually,
lead.
for over half of the race, you were probably in the front of the field.
Yeah, shit, I think I done the most today.
I don't even know how many laps you got.
You got too many.
I mean, it's Martinsville.
Oh man.
I mean, it's Martinsville. I was
Yeah,
expecting
yeah.
the most of the race to be under caution, anyways. It's Martinsville.
Yeah, it's
Nothing we
Martinsville.
can do.
These are not that hard to control. I'm not even saying that just because I'm good at it. Honestly, they really are not. You just have to keep rotating your wheels.
Shit, you got a parking brake. Use it.
Actually,
Exactly.
the parking brake spins you out.
Or just don't use the parking brake and just lift or brake.
Yeah.
Like,
You can make the car slide on its own. Just slide around the corner.
You see how many saves that we had today along with the spins? We had a lot. That's because people are actually like trying to use the shit that they have in order to keep themselves from spinning.
Well, hopefully tomorrow's Fox Spider race goes well. I think the micros are pretty hard to spin, so I think I should go pretty cleanly. So, and same with the Super Indies. I don't think there's going to be a lot of problems with those two cars. So, it's usually the stock cars that tend to be the hardest. So, or the midgets. So, we'll see where we go from here. Thank you guys for turning out. Is there any final thoughts before we close up the stream?
Nope.
Racism is important.
Okay.
It is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. What do you
You're
mean?
not a racist, Speedy? You don't race?
Yeah. He's so racist, guys.
Okay, guys.
Look at
Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Coming up this weekend, there's still 3 races to go. Again, tomorrow we are gonna be running the Fox bodies on the half-mile Martinsville Raceway. A couple people interested in running it. Steve Warner's gonna run a new scheme. Always like to see his new schemes. He has honestly the best schemes when it comes to just like absolute wild cards. So.
You know, I might start doing that. Then you might change your opinions.
I might.
Anyways,
That'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a 30-lap race. We'll see how things run. Hopefully they'll run smoothly. Keyword. So yeah, they'll probably run the Augusta setup, which ran caution-free surprisingly the entire feature. The only race that I think we didn't have a caution at.
what? Body.
The Fox bodies last weekend. I don't think we even had a caution.
There was no yellow. It was all green.
Felt like a while actually. It went by fast, but it did feel like a while for me. I was kind of just driving my own. Anyways, other than the Fox bodies at 10 a.m., 30 laps. Sunday we got 2 open wheel, open cockpit Formula style cars racing. Of course, the Formula Micros at 12 p.m. They're going to be running 50 laps, a little bit over half the distance of today's ROX Mod feature. They are going to be the second fastest class and the fastest short track main class. They tend to be very fast in the small tracks, and I think that's a trend that will continue this weekend. So again, at 12 p.m. for 50 laps, Formula Micros. And to close off the weekend, you guessed it, Super Indies will be racing at Martinsville. 200 laps. It's a slightly longer lap time than Arcadia, so it should be a little bit less hectic. Arcadia was a great race, though, so all those classes tend to run a lot cleaner. So looking forward to those. Again, the remaining weekend, 12 p.m. tomorrow, USPST, All-American Stock Car Championship, the FOTS Bodies. On Sunday at 12 p.m., the Formula Micros, and 2 p.m. with the Super Indies. Next weekend, we are going to be taking it to Richmond, the last oval race before a little bit of a 4-weekend break. So Richmond, it's also by some considered not a short track. Some they do. I kind of say it's both an intermediate and a short track. It's kind of a little bit of both. It basically runs like a very fast short track, so should make some interesting racing. 50-50 on running the FOTS there, but the ROX mods are 100% posed to race there. We might run these setups or the setups from Augusta. You know, it's the same setup handling wise as Augusta. It's just different gearing, shorter gearing. Now it'll be longer gearing, so should make for some pretty good racing. I guess we'll talk about the remaining schedule for the next couple weeks. I'm not going to go too far ahead. I'll go to Franklin County. So, again, next weekend will be the last oval race before we take a break from it for just a little bit at Richmond. We'll take an off week after that for all classes. The weekend after that, we open up our road course schedule. So we'll be doing Sebring to open things up. The weekend after that, we'll be going to Daytona. And the weekend after that, we'll be going back to short track racing 4 weeks later. From now, I think 5 weeks from now. Franklin County Motor Speedway, or Franklin County Speedway. It's a track in Virginia, located just at the step of Appalachia. That'll be interesting. It's a track we're working really hard on. If we can't get it to work, we'll be running Berlin instead. Oh Jesus, okay, Jackson. I've never seen someone flip like that. After that, we'll be doing the Hoosier Grand Prix, this kind of street circuit roll thing at the former Yorkshire Raceway, now just called Hoosier Raceway, or Streets of Hoosier. It is located in Yorkshire, New York, a fictional track. It's going to be short track mixed with oval racing, road course, and you name it. It's a very weird track. That's all the way up in May, though, so we don't need to worry about that for now. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a pretty, I would say it was pretty fun and competitive up there in the front. I know a lot of people were wanting things to get going, but we did manage to get a overtime list race. I think we also did that last weekend. And that is the type of stuff that we do find good. We know when it comes to overtime, things could get a little bit out of place, a little bit too hectic for some drivers. So everything today ran pretty smoothly. This is going to settle for the stream, though. Thank you guys for watching. That is it. Thank you guys once again.